So, Christy, your question. Please go ahead and unmute and ask it.
Grace, I've got a sort of two-aspect question, if that's possible.
Two? Oh my God. Okay.
The first one is, as mentioned prior, but not anything post.
Right. I think that the whitelisting is going to be continuously done. There's no
just
need
had a
for him to really
rerun of the meeting this morning, so you didn't miss anything.
So it will just be in the progress of things. He is very determined to make sure that everybody gets whitelisted.
G'day, Carl. Nice to see you here, mate.
So how the method that they're doing it is the most expedient method. But let me double check.
We've been told that Carl has a criminal record and he's on one of those registers where you don't take your children.
Thank you. May I ask the other question?
Yeah, hang on 2 seconds. See if Carl has anything on this.
She's squeaking like a rapist as we speak.
Yeah, he was quite clear in that. They will be addressing the oldest and moving forward through those that are not whitelisted prior to the 6th of April will be done, and those after will start. So it'll just be a progressive process, as Grace just said.
Okay, thank you. Christy, your second?
Thank you for that. So the second question is, I'm seeing on a lot of the Facebook pages trade results that are in the thousands of %. How accurate will the system be for those trades?
Well, I hope very accurate. Because
I saw one in like 100,000% plus, and I'm like, oh, is that a possibility?
Okay, I'm going to refer that to Carl to go ahead and answer that. But people did. We are, because of the different scripts and platforms we may be accessing, that might be a possibility, but I don't know about 1,000%. But Carol,
it will be unlikely. It is a very dynamic area at the moment, so take all those percentages that you're seeing as exciting with a grain of salt, as the saying goes. Just everything is still being pushed forward, and I'll elaborate more with what Grace just said about anybody with a bit of update. You all have to remember this is a dynamic setup at the moment. He's basically putting the MVP together and the same components being put into the test. Okay, we haven't got the MVP component released yet. We're just getting the bits put in,
launched on
and that's very dynamic.
March,
and evidence of that is already visible. If you saw in the video, he mentioned that menu item wallet. That has already been removed. He said it was going to be removed, and it is already removed.
Because they didn't know it was there, you dumbasses. That's why.
If you are playing with the testing URL,
Ricardo,
you're playing. You don't expect everything to be working straight away. If I've had a few goes and I've got no pairs back yet, but other people are getting pairs. So if you don't get anything, just walk away. Don't get frustrated. Walk away. Do the dishes. Come back. Try another search. And every hour or so, don't just sit there constantly getting frustrated.
Oh, God. Who's making the money here?
All right. Thank you, Christy. Thank you for that nibbler. Okay. So now we're ready. Nonike, please go ahead and describe the rooms. Call out the rooms.
Room 1, WASP back office. Room 2, MetaMask security and the DApp. Room 3, BTCC and BTC20 blockchain. Room 4, basics and Boomerang trading tips. Room 5, conference room.
You are calling.
Okay, fantastic. Now the conference room is just basically if we need to do one-on-one. And so don't go in there to congregate or anything. We have 45 minutes, so please, guys, use, guys and gals, guys and dolls, right? Use your time wisely. Go in there. If you go into a room, please, you can go ahead and get to another room if you don't want to be in that room. But let me tell you something. You should make a habit of rotating through all of these rooms every single week, because it's just a weekly event. And if you haven't gone to MetaMask Security, you need to go to it once, and then plan on it every 2 weeks. Okay, every 2 weeks, go get refreshed on MetaMask Security. It's your money, your time, your effort. Please make it happen for you in a safe environment. Learn how to prevent, as they say. What is that? A pound of prevention is worth more than, no, an ounce of prevention is more valuable than a pound of what? Huh? Cure. Thank you. That's it. Okay. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and open up the room. Oh, one more thing. If you raise your hand or press the help button in there, that message comes to me. So instead of doing that, please just raise your virtual hand. Thank you all. Rooms are open. Okay.
Rooms are open, and it's also posted in the chat.
If you have magnifying glasses. And if you don't know what room to go to, stay here. If you don't know how to get to a room, stay here and I'll be glad to help you. Let's have a little music for folks to go ahead and transition. Fianu Sete, how are you? Oh, there you are.
So we're going to be between two rooms until they kick us out, which probably won't take too long, to be honest. So we'll see what happens here. It looks like we have 31 people in here. They'll be looking for me. And we'll do 2 lots of audio.
You're wondering what I'm doing. I'm just watching the unassigned participants dwindle down, just to give people a few minutes or seconds to wander into a room somewhere and decide which one they're going into, so that if they decide they're coming in here, we can accommodate them and they don't miss anything. There's 37 in and 55 still haven't decided which room to go to. We do know that there is a strange number of people that they come in and just seem to walk away from their computer or device, and they just sit in the main room, which has got no activity going in at all. So it's a bit confusing, but anyway.
Fake bots, that's why.
All right.
You looking for me, Carl? It must be pedo.
I'm going to cover a couple of tips, one of which I did brief pretty extensively last week, and then move on a little bit further about how you can best use the bot once it's fully automated, not as it is right now. All right. So just everything seems to have slowed down now. So we'll take that is how many people are going to come in. All right. Go there.
Whoa, look at that. Screenshot. Whoop.
All right. Can someone wave or share that spreadsheet is showing again?
I was going to go back and grab that screenshot. That would be good for the Avengers to have a look at. Thanks, Carl. You're a winner.
Thanks. I presume that's Daryl, because Claire should be away doing some business. All right. Just turn annotations on. And where is the...
Oh, Susie, how you doing? Didn't see you there. I've got 2 Zoom connections going, one in Carl's room and one in Joe's room.
It's not where I expected to find it.
Did they finally sort?
Anyway, all right. Once you, if we have any troublemakers, I'll just turn annotations off.
Oh, yeah.
When you...
sorry, aren't they? We just got
build
a
up
really
a
good
bank
screenshot
of money
Carl's,
in your
screen, which
MetaMask account after trading, there's a couple of things you can do with it. 3 things, basically. Take some out and go and spend it and pay your taxes. Second thing is you can send your money back into Oz via some exchange somewhere, right? You've got to convert it over to TRC20 because we don't have the multi-chain bridge functionality available yet, all right? Or you can bridge it in to your BTC20 wallet.
See the screenshot of Carl's.
Do something constructive with it.
And
that's what this is all about at the moment.
You just flashed a screen.
At the moment, we have our own swap pool. It's the only place you can the only place you can buy BTC. Right now, that's our swap pool. Our swap pool is simply one coin in, one coin out, as all swap pools are. And it's USDT to BTC. All right. Now, at the moment, or a little while ago when I put this spreadsheet together, I was using real figures. And the swap pool was $31.1 million, which was made up of 15.5 million US dollars and 235,000 and change coins that people have put in there, or they have staked. Now, when you stake as a liquidity provider, you put equal amounts of both coins into the pool. Right? You must always put in equal amounts because the value is based on an equal sharing of the pool value. So recently we've all seen the value drop significantly from $88 odd to around $61, $62, which is that value there. If you see multiple number representations of the numbers, they're just my positions to confirm that the calculations are working correctly. So don't panic about that. Now, this example does not illustrate a liquidity provider putting money in or out of the pool. This is just somebody buying or selling coin. And if you sell your coins into the pool, you take dollars out, and that will reduce the value of BTCC. And that's what's been happening. So if you make some money and you want to buy the coins while they're down at this value rather than at 88 or higher value, this is what you're going to do. This is the effect you will have on the value of the coin. So just change color. All right, so if somebody came along and bought 1,000 coins out of the pool, that would bring the number of coins down 1,000 and put $61,290 back in. Is the difference there. All right. Now, that will increase the value to this, or increase the value of the coin 49 cents. If somebody did it again, brought it down another 1,000, would increase the value of the coin 49 cents. The value, the impact is still fairly negligible because there isn't a big change. It's watered down over 250,000 coins at the moment. However, if somebody was to do 2,000 coins, which is double that figure there, lo and behold, the watering down is starting to reduce. Instead of 98 cents of impact, it's increased the value of the coins a whole dollar. Just clear some of these now, make it a bit clearer. All right. Now, this jump, 2.5 times more coins got bought, which is the difference there. But it's slightly more than 2.5 times impact. It's getting more significant, isn't it? So 1,000 coins again, somebody buys 1,000 coins out, puts now 65,800 in, and instead of 49 cents impact, they've impacted 54 cents. They've increased the value 54. This process will continue and continue and continue. And you can see here that 20,000 and another 20,000 have significantly different impacts because we're now impacting the value of the coin over only 200,000 instead of 250,000 coins. The other big and exciting thing, and I better change colors here again, is this example was based on somebody who had mined 6.309 coins. The B fuel cost was $762, yet the net worth of 6.3 coins times this value, right? Again, confirmation numbers, meant that this person, if they harvested and sold their coins, would lose $307. However, if people start buying and get down to this point here, you can see continually the net upside has gone from negative to now they're in profit. So if you're wondering when you're going to make money from your mining again, there's a pretty much a clear example of when it's going to happen. If you go in and buy some coins, increase the value of them, then do a harvest, once they go net value upside, then you're going to make money. But if you do what this person might do and sell those coins straight away, you're going to reverse out that process a little bit, just a little bit. You will reduce the value of the coins slightly, which is what's been happening over the last few months. All right, so on this example, somewhere around $120 value of the coin is when everybody, largely at this point in time, will be on upside again. Now, the other way that we can affect the value of the coins, which I should have mentioned earlier, is if we list on an exchange. Well, we're still waiting for that to happen, but that's going to put market forces as well. Another opportunity that, another market forces that's going to come in is when those previously
I can
announced
tell you all about it because it's
ICOs that ShaveZ's is planning,
lots about it.
initial coin offerings. If they are purchased on the chain, which is the plan, people that want to buy those ICO coins, they're going to have to get some BTCC somewhere. Either they get a person-to-person purchase, or they join the chain, bridge in some money, get an airdrop from somebody, because they're still going to have to get an airdrop in order to even do the first purchase of some coin. Once they've got some coin purchased, then it self-perpetuates. But that's going to create supply and demand issues. So if you know people that are just interested in ICOs, if you facilitate the airdrop, you might be able to sell the coin for $100. It's up to you. You only need to send them probably 10 cents worth of coins. So sell them 10 cents worth for 20 cents. Make a little profit. It's up to you. Okay, that's basically how you can influence the value of the coin once you've done some trading. The next thing I wanted to explain was, how can you optimize your use of the bot? Most people have got one or two accounts. If you've got a bit of a structure, you've probably purchased in two different WOS accounts, and you probably, not mandatory, but originally it was mandatory, probably associated two wallet accounts with the two WOS accounts. Now, to trade both of those effectively, how can you access them at the same time, in other words? Well, there are a couple of ways. You can have two different browsers. Firefox and Chrome are a good combination. You can install your wallet into both of those browsers with your plugin, and then import the same wallet into MetaMask on both browsers, and then just focus each browser on a different account. And then you just, on your, I'm talking Windows, of course, on your taskbar, just flip between them with point and click. Chrome is another option. If you've got more than two, you can open up or create a new Chrome account, i.e. another email address, associated. Hang on, I just got a message on Telegram from somebody, I think. Create the two accounts, and I'll share screen 2. All right, so if this is Chrome, obviously, that's the AI bot as we see it now. Notice that wallet has disappeared off the menu. So when you click on your icon here, you can add an account. All right. When you click on that, you can log into a new email address, and then you can have both of those running as well. And you can add in the wallet, or you can add in a different wallet. If you have multiple wallets, not multiple accounts in the same wallet, but if you have different 12-word phrases for different wallets, you can attach that to the second account, or a third account, or a fourth account, right? This might be useful if you are managing an account for somebody. And initially, I will be doing that for 2 people. So I will trade their accounts. I've given them a grant, a loan of $500 to get started. I will trade it, take the grant back. I will trade it a bit more so that they've got a residual balance that they can then continue buying themselves. They can buy a computer, because one of them just does not have a computer. The other one, his computer's too old. So we'll trade that account up to the point where they can get the computer, then I'll teach them how to do it themselves and then just let them fly. So I've set that up in a separate wallet for them. So I can have that wallet imported into a different account, and I just keep track of that. And I use the term keep track of that. You need to be, if you're going to do something like this, you need to be very clear of where you're putting everything so that you don't mix up addresses, you don't mix up accounts. Otherwise, if you can't manage all of those little nuances, just minimize it to one or two sessions, like your Firefox and your Chrome, and just put the bot running on one and do manual trading yourself on the other browser. Really, that's pretty much enough for today. If there's questions, we will start taking those now. Rowena, you're so quick. Off you go.
Thank you again, Carl. Yeah. I just want to make sure if I am using the same MetaMask and have two accounts, can I use them at the same time, the two accounts?
You can use them at the same time in separate browsers or separate Chrome accounts. Yeah. So have them in different places, have the same wallet in both places, but just have each one open in the separate places. So if you've got two accounts, two Chrome accounts, open the wallet in both places, but have one address open in one account on Chrome and the other address open in the other account in Chrome.
So what I would think to do is I just gonna import the other account to other MetaMask so I can both use them at the same time. Is that so?
You could do that, yeah. If you have two different wallets and you can import one of the accounts from your first wallet into the second wallet if you want to do that. A little bit clumsy, a little bit convoluted if you can't follow that whole process. But it is also quite a good security feature, right? This is one of the things that Joe is teaching in MetaMask security. If you set up like a whole, let's say you had 10 accounts in your wallet, you had another wallet, you import those 10 accounts into the other wallet. If you accidentally give out the 12-word phrase to that second wallet, it's not a disaster because all the imported accounts are not visible in that wallet. As long as if you give out the phrase accidentally, the scammer that's captured that, as long as they don't know the private key that you imported all of those, they don't see those 10 accounts in the second wallet. Okay?
Yeah. You heard that one from Joe. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's a nice little trick if you're worried about accidentally giving out your wrong information, private information.
Thank you so much.
Remember, everybody, cameras on. So Caleb's got his camera on, so we'll go Caleb.
Yes, could you hear me now?
Yep.
So I had those two questions. The first question I wanted to ask you was, when would the bot be automated by? Or are we always going to have to manually put it in?
Vivez hasn't given a deadline of when it's going to be fully automated that I picked up. He didn't give a deadline, and I would not be giving any deadlines myself. It'll be live and automated when he tells us it's ready to be live and automated.
Okay. And
Sorry
then the
for the
second
ghost.
question that I had is,
Hey, Flatpack.
so I came in before April 6th, right? So when I start trading on Friday or on Saturday morning, and I go through my first 500, if I wanted to add like one more Boomerang account, would you be able to show me that process of what you were just talking about, like on a Saturday also? Because I heard what you said, but you kind of went through it quick. Like if I wanted to, I only have one account right now, one license. But once I go through the first one, I want to actually add on at least one more. What would that process look like? And would that only be able to be done on a Saturday, like when we're dealing with the tech stuff?
Well, technically, that is what we do today, not Saturday. Saturday is if you have problems doing it. This is where we teach doing it. And that would be in room 1 at the moment, but I'm not sure if there's anybody in room 1. We were short on trainers today. But in a nutshell, you will convert all your profits from various tokens into one token just for ease. You don't have to, but this is an easier way of visualizing it. Convert it all to USDT. On the Polygon chain, you would collect an address to send it to on, say, Binance, OKX, Kraken, or something else, right? Anything that's got a Polygon address and a TRC20 access. You would send it on the Polygon chain to that address on that platform. You would then, it would typically on those centralized exchanges, it drops into a global wallet. You're like just like SUSD on WAS, right? It goes into the USDT wallet on that platform. They're not associated to any current any chains. It's just for that particular platform. Then you would get, because that platform has TRC20 access, you would grab your WAS TRC20 address from your assets section. You would then withdraw on TRC20 from that platform to your WAS account. You would purchase on WAS just like you did originally and complete the cycle.
Okay. And I'll probably do that. I mean, I did the first one through Exodus, but their fees is kind of high, so I'm probably going to move over to Kraken anyway, because I know that their fees aren't that much. So no, you answered everything for me. And I look forward to this weekend when we really get going. But thank you.
Also,
Yes, it would be nice to.
FYI, there is a trainer in room 1.
Okay.
And I
So
was
if you want to get some back office training, that's where you go now.
Carl, I was sent here by because Don Lott pressed the help button, and I don't think he knows how to raise his virtual hand, and then he turned off his camera, but he needs some assistance. Just FYI. Don?
All right. Don, if you go down to reactions and click on that on your menu, depending on which device you're on, it's fine. So you got it, good. So make sure your camera's on. Mike, yours is not on, but I did see you turn it on, but I know who you are anyway. So you're up next, Mike.
Don. Hey, Carl.
G'day, Mike.
Okay, hey, Carl. Hey, so I came in late, so I was just wondering, as far as when we do our trades, are we able to make profit now? Is the money going to go into our MetaMask? Is that what Chavez is saying?
With my understanding, yes. Ironically, almost within the first week of us doing the beta testing as the original trainer group, one of the things I asked for was a one-click button. And now we've got it on the bot. So it's taken a while, but at least we've now got it. So if you get a reply back from your search, there is a trade button now. You can activate that trade as quickly as you can click. It will go and then attempt to execute it. At the moment, Chavez is warning, a lot of them will fail, right? You'll make a loss, but they just will fail like any other trade that we were doing in the expanded beta program. If it works, as in the little video that David played, you'll see successful trade and you'll get your profits into your wallet. Whether that affects your flash profit ceiling as we go MVP, I don't know. That was not explained. But if it does, you're going to affect it anyway. If it doesn't, then you're just going to get a little bit of extra beta testing, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Perfect. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Don, you still haven't got your camera on. And remember, we don't call on people without cameras. Di, you had your hand up, but put it down. Maybe you've
I was
got your
just playing
answer?
around to make sure I know how to do it correctly, but I don't need anything right now. Thank you.
Okay. All right, Don, you're up. You've got your camera on.
Yes, sir. I'm pretty new at this, so I'm kind of stumbled around learning my way. I was just wondering if you could briefly explain what the whitelisting process is. I've heard some talk when Chavez was on earlier about whitelisting, and I was wondering if you could explain that just briefly.
Okay. The whitelisting is a process where, well, basically it's the opposite of blacklisting. If you get blacklisted from somewhere, means you can't go there. Whitelisting is to say this person can go there and everybody else is suspect, right? So when you do a purchase in WOZ, you associate a wallet address, typically MetaMask. That wallet address is for one of your accounts in your wallet. Typically, most people only have one, but I've got 40 because I'm doing many, many things, okay?
Sure.
Now, that address is then sent from WOZ to Boomerang to say this person has got access to Boomerang and a profit ceiling of this much. If that person doesn't exist in Boomerang, that's the whitelist. If they do exist, then it's just a top up. Okay?
Yes, sir. I purchased my license before the 6th, but I don't think I was
poor
involved
Carl.
in beta testing.
Trying to kick me out.
So
Trying to
I don't know how that would affect me.
If you weren't involved in the beta testing, that doesn't preclude you from being whitelisted. If you purchased before, then majority of people are whitelisted.
This. I've got Carl over here. I've got.
So
Yeah, it's just
you
a
can,
couple days. It was on like the 4th.
I'm amazed how many people
third or
are
fourth
still
of,
trying to figure out this stuff.
April.
Meaning, I watch these people in here all day long, and they just do the same shit all day long. It's just incredible. I've got a web browser, and I keep going.
Unmuted there. Let me just bring up the participants list on my second screen so that I can see easier. Okay. If you go into the testing region, URL testing.app-boomerang.trade at the moment, open your wallet, log into your wallet, make sure you're on the Polygon chain, come back to the DApp, refresh, connect wallet, if it connects and everything's fine, you don't get a little pop-up message at the top that says you're not whitelisted, then it's dollars to donuts that you're whitelisted. Okay. If not, if you can't get through that step, and there will be possible.
Carl is a child molester. Carl is a child molester. Carl is a child molester. How do you do that to children?
If you get through that process, well and good. If you don't, come on the support day and we will clean up your issues.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate
it. Charles. You're unmuted, but I can't hear you.
It's not unmuted on my phone.
Oh, okay.
I'm pressing.
You've muted yourself, according to me. Yep.
I'm hitting the button, but it's not.
I'm hearing you now.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, good. So, question. I log into my back office in Boomerang, but it doesn't have any. I don't have any detailed information for my limit.
The Avengers. The Avengers.
So does that first?
Heed this warning. You can
say that again.
The user detail doesn't have any information there, like the 1500 for the profit limit, and limit was left over. I'm not seeing that information there.
It's possible that your profit ceiling, which is a separate process to whitelisting, has not been applied. If you get with your upline, hopefully that your sponsor or your higher upline, they should be able to show you how to ensure that you're whitelisted and got a profit ceiling at the moment.
Well,
if not,
I know I'm whitelisted because I took part of the beta test.
Okay.
And then while we was doing testing, I went in there. You log in, go in the tab, then go into transaction, other field, come back, it'll show up. But for the last week or so, when I go in there, there's no information there.
All I can say is wait until Saturday. If it doesn't show up, then start the process of raising a support ticket. I don't know what the timeline for getting the profit ceilings correct as opposed to whitelisting correct. ShaveZ didn't mention that.
Children's You're a freaking pervert.
I'm sorry. There's some interruption there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. It's Danny Dickhead. The ShaveZ did not mention today what they are planning to do with the incomplete profit ceilings. I'm still missing profit ceiling as well.
Is this the bitch ass Carl Miller? Yeah, Carl.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I lost all sound now. Where's that sound coming back from?
All right, Keith, you're up next.
Brilliant. Thanks for the hand, Bob.
Hi, Carl. I came in a bit late, so I hope I'm not asking the same question again. But
you're coming really loud, man.
Are you able to trade with the bot and manually on the one account at the same time?
My understanding is no. And I would suggest don't even think about it.
Don't even think about it. Leave those children alone, Carl.
Okay.
Could potentially have, because you've got synchronicity issues between Web 2 and Web 3.
Oh my God, really? Make this bullshit
If you muck around with that sort of
intellectual
procedure or attempt that sort of procedure, you don't know what you might trip over. It could come into the same realm as getting an address wrong, sending information on the blockchain, and just burning your income.
Burning
all right?
your income.
So I would keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Okay.
Do everything on separate
Go back
accounts in separate browsers or separate.
I don't know why they haven't locked the meeting down.
Accounts in
Mike
Chrome.
How's Bob?
And
Bob.
Just avoid any possibility of having problems.
Okay, but presumably you could trade manually, and then once you decided that you'd finished trading manually, you could just switch over and then just trade on the bot.
Oh, that's a lot of fun.
That is my understanding. You could do that. However, if you've taken the effort to purchase the bot, remember it's free at the moment, but when it's all MVP and some period, maybe straight away, maybe a week, different times have been expressed by ShaveZ's. If you
I'm going to go away and cook myself breakfast
the bot
and listen to this on my phone
and get it started,
if I lose the connection,
just let it run its course. So maybe have your second account in WOS with a second purchase with a second wallet address, and that's the one you do your manual in.
So Joe's got 29.
That's if you want to trade manually, and some people will. Some people just want to have the thrill of hunting down a profitable trade and actually executing it themselves and see the result in real time. Others have got multiple accounts and they're going to have the bot subscriptions in each of the accounts in different locations, and they're just going to let it run, come back every day or every half a day, see if it's finished, top up the Matic, have purchased the next account or next subscription, kick it off, and repeat that process day after day after day.
Okay, if you were manual trading, is there any connection with, say, using machine learning that would then be carried across to the bot and recognize the way you were trading? Would that have any impact on that?
I'm not sure if I understand the question clearly. The AI component, the AI component is across the whole platform. So the AI in manual trading needs to know about the pairs that are available, just like the AI bot. The AI component needs to know what available pairs there are. And that's the process that is happening at the moment. Right? We're educating the AI component to know all the pairs that are available and which ones are not available, in my opinion, so that it doesn't even bother looking for those. It just goes quickly through the ones that it has learnt as available and then gives you the options to run that manually or manual bot or automatic.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Charles, you've still got your hand up. You still got a question, or you just haven't taken your hand down? Hand down. Okay, cool. No more questions. Well, with the exception of a couple of minutes, that was pretty well fitted into the 45 minutes, wasn't it? There's two messages in the chat. They're from Noni. That's fine. Mike is back. Hey, Mike, again.
Hey, yes. So I'm just wondering. So what's going to happen? What's the difference between what's happening now and Friday? How is Friday going to be different?
What's happening now is the components. I'll just put my magic pen down. The components are being put into the MVP and the live, right? And we can play with the live at the moment. The MVP is being assembled in parallel. This is my terminology, right? They're being assembled together. And once everything is
Guys are
played with in the
really
testing
and
the same components,
you're just absolutely told a bunch of lies.
Once they synchronize those two components, then on Friday a new URL will be released for the MVP.
Fun.
And then it's live.
Sorry about the echo when I do that, but I have two audio files going at the same time.
So
and this
right
guy
now
Mike's
it's
been
sort
in
of
here
like
numerous
live
times, asking the same
testing,
stupid questions every single time.
We're still doing a little bit of
And
testing.
then you've got Keith P. Australia who's got his mouth half
But
open.
the advantage of
got his
it
phone
being
number,
the live components being put together in both versions
I have
is
got his phone
you
number.
can do actual trades again.
Let me see if I can ring up Keith from Australia.
Thank you.
Keith from Australia. Where are you, mate?
All right.
Is that your questions, Carl?
2-minute countdown has started, which is the allotted time for us to finish up any messages, any questions that were lingering around, and there aren't any, so everyone is welcome to bounce back to the main room if you want.
I'd rather sit here and watch you dumbass. So Carl is living in a caravan and just an hour out of Melbourne on a piece of land that's owned by Mr. Holiday. And Mr. Holiday tells me that he leases a caravan off him and also pays him rent. So that's, it's just absolutely crazy. So Carl is also claimed he's on the dole at the moment. He gets paid $738.60 a fortnight. He's also said that he's made $300 an hour from doing arbitrage trading. But when we look at Carl's wallet address, nothing shows up in any value. So these guys are just blatantly lying to people. So here's
You've
a
got
lady.
40 seconds, Teresa, if you quick.
Okay, hi Carl. So it's this is not related to the boomerang. For the node, if you're inactive, how long do you have to wait to be active?
400 years.
You should get once they've sent the RPC to you,
RPC?
And you issue the command that comes in an email,
and the MVP?
It can take 2 to 7 days for that to start processing, but it will give you the rewards. And I don't know how far backdating ShaveZ's is planning on doing that. The new.
Okay, kids, there we go. He took too long to answer. He forgot, didn't he?
To be able to help her out, continue to help her out, and for Sunday master class. So I hope that was okay. That sounded okay. Sound like a plan? Thumbs up. Okay, I think Keith from Australia, you got a question? Go ahead and unmute.
Hi, Grace. Yes, just the launch time is Friday UK time. Is that correct?
Well,
and what time is that in UK?
7 p.m. UK.
7 p.m. Okay, so I can convert that to what time that is in Australia. Okay.
Right. But I would check the business time. The business closing.
Yeah. Okay.
On Thursday. And go from there.
Thank you.
Absolutely, Keith. Thank you for being here. Okay, great. Thank you all for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. I hope that was great training. I'm sure it was. I know my trainer, so I know the training was good, but I hope you guys got some questions and got some answers in. So I'm going to ask my trainers if any one of them wants to share something globally with a group, the WAS community here, and or make some observations. Anyone want to share something? Okay, I'll call on you now. If you don't want to share something, Sheba Joe, do you want to share anything?
Yeah, I do. I just want to see who. I just want to make sure if someone else didn't want to go first. Yeah, it was a good session. Just going through all of the MetaMask security, and I was able to go through everything this week, which was good. Not enough people again. I think we only had about 30 people in there. Please come and bring more people with you. MetaMask security, I don't think has ever been more important than it is now. But actually, I came across a video earlier today that I wanted to share with everybody, because this demonstrates exactly how easy it is to fall foul. Okay, this is a really good video. It's only 20 seconds, and I know you're going to giggle at it, but if you're not staying vigilant all the time, you are going to get caught out. So let me just share my screen.
Okay, thank you. Do you mind? I'm going to spotlight you. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Cybersecurity today and how safe people's passwords are. What is one of your online passwords currently? It is my dog's name and the year I graduated from high school. What kind of dog do you have? I have a Chihuahua Papillon. And what's his name? Jameson. Jameson. And where did you go to school? I went to school back in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. What school? Hempfield Area Senior High School. Oh, when did you graduate? In 2009. Oh, great. About cybersecurity today and how safe.
He flashed his WhatsApp. There we go.
Wow.
Look how easy that was.
Yeah.
Look how easy that was, because she diverted, and that's how the emails work. These phishing emails that I talk about. This is how people who pretend to be leadership operate. They don't ask you a question directly. They'll ask you one or two questions, help you feel comfortable, ingratiate themselves to you. And then they ask you a question, a singly innocuous question. Because how many of us have got a password that is based around a family member, around a date of birth, around the year of graduation, or the year of you left school, or whatever it is, and just a few innocuous questions without even thinking. There's posts that go around Facebook. Fill in how many of you believe
saying that I'm a hacker.
What year were you born? What was your street name? What was your house name? What was your dog's name? What was your first school's name? And we fill them in without even thinking about it. So stay vigilant. Remember, it's your responsibility to take personal responsibility for your MetaMask and We're All Satoshi platform security. That was it, Grace. Thanks.
That was amazing, Sheba Joe. Thank you so much. Now, when there are things that are going around on Facebook, I mean, those kind of questions on Facebook, but, there's some banks, when part of their security measures is to ask you some of those questions, like your secret questions. That would be okay, as long as it's legitimate and
just don't memorize them, then you can't get
right. Or someone.
Yes, as long as you know it's definitely your bank calling you. Mm-hmm. That's where scammers get you as well, because they call and pretend to be your bank, but they have all your details. They know everything. How? I haven't got a clue. So technically, what you're saying is correct.
I'm ringing up Joe.
But I guess my only response would be is if you're contacted by your bank and you weren't expecting it, because they won't call you unless there's a reason to.
Right.
So if you weren't expecting it, then I would say not to answer those questions.
And no, that would be if you were signing up for the online services, and they would ask you that as a measure of security.
Not the same.
But yeah, if somebody called you and started asking you those questions, you know what to do.
Yeah,
I'm ringing Grace
it's
right
a minefield for sure.
Oh, that was amazing. And you're right. It's so innocent looking. It seems really
She's looking
very
at the phone.
innocent.
Look at your phone, Grace.
I'm getting one of those calls.
There you go. Told you, Grace.
Keith, what other questions do you have?
Just a comment, really, that I heard the other day, that the usual practice we have is when we're doing a transfer is to look at the first 4 digits and the last 4 digits before we do the transaction. But I saw something the other day that indicated that some of these scammers will now change the numbers inside the transaction, so that you're still seeing the 4 digits at the front and the back end and thinking it's okay, and they've actually changed the transaction. And of course, the usual practice is whenever we're transferring an amount is to transfer a small
I've just sent
amount
a photo
first,
to
maybe
Grace.
$10 before we do a larger amount. But I don't know
Let's
how
give the
true that
answers
is,
it.
but that's pretty scary to think that they may be able to get around just us checking the last 4 and
Look at your
the
phone,
first
Grace.
4 digits.
Pick up your phone, Grace.
Joe might have some comments on that.
Look, she's going to pick it up. Answer it.
I haven't heard that, but I suppose anything's possible.
Grace.
But from your point of view,
pick up your phone.
Actually, what that's only really useful for is,
phone, Grace.
let's say you're sending from your MetaMask account to my MetaMask account.
She's getting
so I would copy my MetaMask address and send it to you,
now.
and you would paste it into your MetaMask as the recipient. Yes.
Look at your photo, Grace.
So by confirming the first 4 digits and the last 4 digits, it confirms that you've copied it correctly. Now, even then, that's not 100%. It depends how you've copied it. But if you've copied it correctly, then yes, you've put in the correct address. Because what can happen is, if you've been doing several different transactions, you may think you've copied the address that I sent you, but you may not have copied it. So you'll just paste it in, but it could be an address that you've used earlier in the day. This is what happens when people are buying licenses. They think they've copied their MetaMask address, but they've actually they've just copied something that they had.
Where's Carl?
They just pasted in something they copied earlier.
Where are you, Carl? Where are you? I'll find you.
They can't change. A scammer can't change.
A scammer.
Your wallet address.
Dennis, you're in here too.
That you've pasted in.
Carl.
It's on because it's on your platform. It's on your MetaMask.
Let's ring up Grace again.
So as far as I'm aware, that's not something. But yeah, it's something to be watching out for.
Grace, your phone's ringing
Make sure
again.
you're checking the first 4 digits and the last 4 digits.
Your phone's ringing again,
when
Grace.
you paste in an address, so that you know you've pasted it properly.
Come on, she's got a smile.
And that also, just if you don't mind me adding on.
Come on, Grace, pick up your phone.
A lot of phones. One of the features on a mobile phone.
Have a look at your mobile phone, Grace.
This is something that you all need to be careful of as well.
There she is.
One of the features on a mobile phone now is that when you screenshot an image, you are able to copy the words that are on that screenshot.
Pick up your phone, Grace.
Normally, I would send you a wallet address by email or by sending it on WhatsApp. But sometimes people send me a screenshot.
Do they, mate? Not many girls.
And I refuse to copy it off a screenshot.
Do you?
Because if you copy it off a screenshot, sometimes it doesn't copy correctly.
That's right, there's zeros.
It looks like the first 4 and the last 4 are correct, but some of the digits in the middle are incorrect because it doesn't read it properly.
Ooh.
If it's a slightly fuzzy image, it may not read it correctly. And I know that because I did it. I checked. I copied off an image.
You sound like a real high-tech guy there, mate.
Off a screenshot, and I pasted it, and I checked every single digit.
You don't have the brains of an ox.
And 2 of the digits in the middle were incorrect. So don't copy off a screenshot. Only copy off of a direct message. That's
right.
My suggestion.
Sort of remote.
Thank you, Joe. We're going to take this one last question from Oscar. Oops.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right. What Joe's talking about is optical character recognition, OCR.
Whoa.
It's not foolproof.
No.
Again,
Bring up
I'll
Carl,
reiterate what he says. Always do information like that in text form.
Okay. Phone's ringing, Carl.
Keith, what I know what you're talking about. That there was a short video
Phone's ringing.
released by somebody.
Yep.
And the only thing I can say is if they are changing an address, again, I don't know how they're doing it, other than if I thought about it,
Phone's ringing,
they
Carl.
would, you'd
have
have
concentrate.
a Trojan horse,
Trojan
a Trojan software on your computer.
On your computer?
You need to keep your virus scanners up to date.
Oh, do you? I don't have a virus scanner. Why don't you come after me?
So if you've got a Trojan in there, that could be manipulating, because it can
Like
see the
sweeper
transfer
bot.
of
The sweeper bot.
something, intercept it, change it. If you don't check the whole thing, then possibly they can redirect your transaction.
Yeah. That's
But if
right.
you're,
You guys are
if
big
you're
on security.
keeping
what the
your
fuck you
virus
talking about, Carl?
scanners up to date,
No
you
problem.
should be fine.
Yeah, you should be fine. Oh, thanks, Carl. You're
Thank
the
you,
chief.
Carl. Hey, Oscar, what is your question?
Carl.
Quick question. When you do the Zoom link, isn't it possible to do the YouTube link as well for overflow?
It is quite possible. It is quite possible,
But
but
just
that
don't do
has
it.
to come from
Shabbos?
the internal settings, and we're still working on that. On
You
the
really-
internal settings for the Zoom link. And you mean for when it reaches that 1,000? It should be. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Oscar. Appreciate you
Back off,
pointing that
Oscar.
out. Okay, fantastic. So now
I'm posting now.
we've come to the end. I know it seems like you guys really got a lot out of this particular meeting. Thank you so much
That's all right.
for being here. We look forward to seeing you again next week. Again, just rotate through those. There's new information
go. I'm gonna turn my camera on.
always. Joe is always learning something concerning security, and he's always willing to go ahead and share to keep yourself up to date, because technology changes quicker than a New York minute. Okay, and those New York minutes, boy,
Phone's ringing.
they're real quick. Okay, so thank you all for being here. Any other trainers wanted to share anything? I don't want to, cut you off too quickly. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much. Who was playing music for me? Let us say goodbye. Yeah.
I couldn't see myself come up because I have self view off. I should have put it on exit, but that was a lot of fun. So a bit of shenanigans there. I don't hold back if I get an opportunity, but hey, don't get distracted. Okay, guys, it's warfare out here. Apparently I'm the scammer because I'm trying to save people from getting I don't know, whatever it is, scammed from these people. So it is a bit of a laugh, but no, we're not. We're seriously trying to help people. If you're wondering what it's all about, it's testing.app-boom. I call it, what did I call it the other day? Boomerang instead of boomerang. Got a bit of a hard time about that. So if you go to this site here, this is what they call the DAP. And total profit. So theoretically, this company has brought in $140 million. The total profit that people have made so far is 1.3 million. So it's a lot of money going in, but not money coming out of their system. And they have removed a link by mistake. Now, we are calling the shots here, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you'd call the mobile version of their app. And when their website development team edited the website, they forgot to actually edit the mobile version. And I haven't checked the two buttons up here, but I bet if I do, because we streamed it over the last couple of days, that their mobile version of the thing is still showing old links. I guarantee they've updated it. Let's have a look. And they have. Isn't that funny? Because we showed that these links in here were still pointing back to the DAP. Now, they watch our videos and they watch what we're doing, and we feel like we're calling the shots. So this morning they had an additional link up here. But if I type in /OPP, you'll see the page still exists. And this is what they call the manual trades. So even though they've taken it out of the navigation and cleaned up the navigation because we've told them they're a website development team, which is ShaveZ's, plural, if that means singular, I think it does, then these are the market trades. And this is how stupid it is. If I hit refresh on this page a few times, they're telling people, okay, so here's an example of stupidity. We've got USDT and Rapmatic. And if you buy USDT and sold it to Rapmatic, you will get, there's a trade going at the moment for 0.5614. Right next to it, we've got the opposite, that going the opposite way, and this time it's 0.8709. Now, if I leave that there for 30 seconds, this page doesn't go back and get market opportunities. It just refreshes and shuffles. So you can actually still see, and see they've got broken images. These broken images is because these images are coming from different sites and it doesn't have time to load as they load them. But you see Rapmatic over here, USDT and Rapmatic, and here we've got Rapmatic and USDT, and the same, they're at the same rate. And they're telling people that these are going out, getting the market opportunities, and then people are doing votes. But they removed this page off the website. They removed lots of things. Just like I just showed you a second ago, here's the mobile view of the website. For the last 2 days, some idiot forgot to update the links. So when you do this, you could actually see this page that's now been removed. And there was also a wallet address, which I don't think I've clipped because I've had to empty my cache. But there was a wallet address as well that was there this morning. Long story short, guys, this is not arbitrage trading. If you go into the Polyscan network, you can actually see that they are claiming that people are testing at the moment. And if you come into my, what are we trying to do here? I'm just going to log into this. Remember and log in. I'm not a robot. I'm going to click on some steers. Oh, I don't know if that's a steer. That's a steer and that's a steer. Verify real person. Okay, and we should be able to log in. Right, so if I were to go to, we've got lots of bookmarks. In here, you can see that everyone that's been able to try to do a trade when the website's been offline, I've tagged them. So 34 people have actually managed to try and do a flash loan, what do they call it? An arbitrage trade, and it's failed. And that was 3 days ago was the last person, and it's been offline for, I've forgotten how long, but far too long. But interesting enough, we have found that one of these people that were trying to do the trade seems to be Pasco. But that's his username. And that's so Pasco is one of the trainers, and he's managed to try and do a trade. So then we tracked his address for arbitrage trading. So if we went down to, and I'll show you this because it's quite interesting. Let's see if I can go to the last page. We go to the last page, and now I have to work back because I've been tagging people. Now they claim there's 86,000 people tagging here. And unfortunately, kids, that is just a load of rubbish. What have I done here? I need to go to private name tags. And then I need to go to the bottom, go to the last. And I'm looking for Pascal. So I've actually tagged 1,600 wallets at the moment. So it gets a bit busy for me trying to find stuff now. There it is. So this is interesting. So this is one of their trainers, and you can see that 14 days ago. So what I want to do, I need to do a filter. And if you want to learn stuff, I mean, follow my lead, have a play. So you can filter things and go through somebody's wallet address and see what they've been doing. And that's why they say the blockchain don't lie. But it's pretty cool. So now what I want to do is I want to actually do a, I've got a phone call. I wonder if I can just play a video. I'm going to play a wee video while I take my phone call, and I will hopefully, they've gone. I've got a new video that's just come out, which is a bit of a hoot. I'll bring it up. It's only had 4 views. I don't think you'll be able to hear it, but I will actually stop that, and I'll go back to the start of it. So I'll finish what I was doing, sorry. Right, so just with Pascal, using him as an example, and we've got heaps of these videos. I'm just doing a bit of an extra today. But we can filter out his stuff a wee bit. So we want to go to EC20 and we want that to load, and then we want to go through here and we want to find flash loans. Flash loans. We never can find it, and there's some reason it doesn't always work the way I want it to. Flash loans, simple flash loans, request. I'm doing something wrong here, so let's just take that out. Let's take that out. And that should refresh. It's got a busy little wallet. They don't even know Pascal, but he will sell anything. He will sell sand to the Eskimos and Eskimos to the sand. It's sand to the Arabs, I think it is, isn't it? It's on a go slow. Right, come on. You got this. I think I've overloaded the system. But what we've found is that Pascal has actually found out that he can generate the same results every single time. And then he stopped trading. So he must have realized it was a have. So I'm just going to go down here and bring up all the flash lines only if I can find it. Sometimes it doesn't do this for some reason. It doesn't want me to do that today. Have I got the right wallet for him? I think so. Default. What have I got? There must be one down here. No, this is all wrong. Let's go to 25. Go to 100. Simple. No, this is weird. This has changed. Something's gone wrong. Why is that doing that then? Oh, EC20. So what I want to do, I want to remove all, and I think I know why. Now I'll be able to find it in here. And that's because they were done on another network at the time, which is actually interesting to know that. Flash line, come on. Nothing works. What do they call it? Flash. F-lash. No, for some reason it's not coming up. I must be doing something wrong that I do this every day, and all of a sudden I've stuffed up. But if I go through here, I should see flash loans, and I've got none of them coming up today. They can't be removed. It's just I must be either on the wrong tab. There you go. So there's the loans there, but I don't know why they didn't come up. Anyway, we got there eventually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what we're going to show you guys is 5 tabs. First tab is a loan where he's done, right, so he's come along and he's done 1, 2. Now, these are all different trades at different times, okay? Oh, that one's different, so that's probably not a good example. 30. Oh, yes, it is. Yeah, they'll work out at the end. We'll get there. I'll show you in a second. I just wanted to make sure you got them all. Right, so Pascal, one of the trainers, has tested the theory that we told him that these are manipulated results. So if you have a look at that trade there, it says $137.12. And you come down the bottom and it paid out $1.64 into his wallet. If you look at line number 4, and if it's less than line number 3, that means that this actually lost a few cents. Well, lost $1, nearly $1, I think. But notice he traded $137.12 and he got paid 64 cents. So then you go to another trade done at a completely different time, and you can see he's traded the same amount of money, Rapmatic, and at the bottom it's paid out $1.64. And then he's done another trade and he's going, hello, I can predict how much arbitrage trade money I get. $1.137.12. And once again, $12.64. He's always picking the same. In this particular case, he's always picked the same USD coin. So then he probably thought, well, let me try. And this time I'm going to trade Aave, $171.72. And it paid out $2.22. So then he went and did another trade at a different time, and it's Aave, and he got paid exactly the same amount of money. And then he did, that one didn't add up. That one's not. Oh, yes, that's the other one. So, yeah, so what I'm getting at, if you went through there, and if you really are interested in having a look at that, you can actually do that. Oh, Crypto G, didn't see you there. What have you got there? I've just posted about the current contract activity on YouTube, that is. Oh, so you've done a new video. Well, can we do a premiere on the Crypto Ponzi Schemes Avenger? That's really cool. So, yeah, I was just going through Pascal. So, basically, in short, peoples, unfortunately, this is all done with smoke and mirrors. Now, you might have noticed me giving Grace Zumba a hard time. She's actually a fallen Grace. So she's a dishonourable judge. She's been publicly reprimanded and kicked off the system. So
Go
while
ahead, Dee.
I'm going to look for
You're driving.
Crypto G's wallet, what I'd like to do is basically stop that, basically play this for you guys to listen to. All right, so you ready? So this is, I just put this video online at the moment. I'll tell you how many people have watched it. 4 people have watched it. We'll get about 30 in the next hour, but it's going to get another one in a minute. So let's go look at Crypto G's wallet. But in the meantime, while I'm trying to find his video, I'll play this 3-minute one. Have a listen.
Okay. Isabel, please unmute and tell me how I can help you. Oh, Dee, there you are. Okay. Dee, give me 2 seconds. Go ahead, Dee. You're driving too, huh?
Yeah, no, I am.
Me.
Thank you. Oh, you're looking lovely today.
Thank you. So are you.
I just got a PDF from the state of California saying that We Are Satoshi has got a cease and desist order. Are you familiar with that document?
No, I'm not. That PDF. And since you're driving, you probably can't share it, huh?
No, but it's if you go to the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avengers YouTube channel, it's in his community area, and you can read all about how the state of California has issued a cease and desist for We Are All Satoshi because of their illegal Ponzi scheme. Have a look; it's really informative.
Is crypto where?
The Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger YouTube channel.
Avenger.
Yep, that's me.
That's
and
you?
You go to the YouTube channel. Yeah, that's right. How you doing?
Oh, you run the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger?
Yep, website.
That's Danny.
YouTube channel. I've done over 500 videos exposing Sam Lee and his fraudulent activities.
Okay.
And I think we've got one of you on there with a man that undressed himself and went and had a shower and come back and got himself redressed in front of the camera.
Oh wow.
Did you see that? Yeah, that was really awesome. But the state of
Danny.
California have issued it's me, Danny DeHeck. How you going?
Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
You got to kick me out now? Or don't you care that the state of California has issued a cease and desist order for We Are All Satoshi? You don't care?
No, they don't care. And she's a judge.
It's a 6-page document.
She's trying to cut me out. She's cut me out. And then they say, oh, thank goodness he's gone. Come on, Grace. Use your words.
Thank God, Grace, you muted him.
We muted her, though. She's no longer a judge, is she?
Yeah, he does take on quite a bit of personas.
Personas.
Oh, he's terrible.
Oh, they're ruthless. Proud of it.
Darn. I should have. Oh, there's something else I should have done.
You can't block me, guys.
That's why I keep saying his name, Danny, because he's coming in with a different name.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's see if he tries to come back. Medhani, do you have?
Well, there's a bit of fun for you. Alrighty. So what we'll do now is we'll go to the premiere, the Danny DeHeck premiere. So we might even do a wee bit of an introduction, seeing we've got a wee bit of an audience here. Welcome to Avenger news. A few minutes ago, there was a new video released by Crypto G. It's called Boomerang Bot is Live. What's Joe's... Was Joe telling the truth? So the truth would have been too much for Crypto G to miss, and he's produced a whole video breaking down what Joe's actually saying. And I don't think Joe had anything intelligent to say other than making a bit of noise. So let's bring up the video in question and examine it, and let's see what insights we'll learn from Crypto G. Now, it's premiering at the moment, so I'm actually being a naughty because I've gone back to the start, and then I will I'll probably use another device to chat along the way. I don't know how long the video is, but knowing Crypto G, it's 27 minutes. I will let this play in its entirety, and I will not interrupt while I go and cook myself breakfast, even though it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. All right, here we go. Crypto G. Whoa, he's got the sound right today. Or has he? Let's see if I can fast forward some of that. Number system, numbering 37, 39, 14, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hopefully that's the right sound for you guys.
Hey guys, Crypto G in for another unplanned session of facts and stats. So today I haven't got anything planned. I just was watching the block scan data last night.
Now, we'll actually say this is a little bit blurry because it hasn't rendered in 4K yet, I assume. So if it's too blurry, we'll play it another day, but at least we can get to listen and hopefully you'll see enough to make it worth your while.
And I could see some activity happening live on the ledger. So I thought I would come on, capture that, get you up to date. Things happen so quickly in this space, and it's difficult to spend the time planning and structuring the content for you. So I'm just going to run through the ShaveZ's wallet and show you the activity, and hopefully by just sort of rambling through this stuff, you may learn a few tricks as to the best way to understand the data that is available for everyone, including you, to analyze. So better do the housekeeping before I jump in. I'm not a financial advisor, and this video should be used for educational and entertainment purposes only. You must seek professional advice before making any investment in either the traditional or the digital space, as there is a risk of partial or total loss. Make sure you do your research. Make sure you try to self-custody your assets at all times. And remember, the information in this video may well be out of date by the time you get to watch this. Okay, so I thought we would start with the ShaveZ's wallet ending EFDF. This was, again, I've covered the verification that we had for this wallet, which was captured on a Zoom call several weeks ago, and that if you want the information on that, you'll have to look into the I can't remember which video it is now, but it'll be one of the Busted series, or maybe it was the Roy Lopez, the King's Gambit, or was it the Hypercop? I don't know. It all blurs into one at the moment. So anyway, best not get distracted and jump into this. But what I was saying, we do have verification that this wallet is controlled by and owned by ShaveZ's. And for anyone that's not familiar with the layout of Polyscan, we have the owner's wallet address here. We have the Matic balance. We have the token holding selection here. You can expand that to show the various tokens and amounts that are held in the account. And we have a tagging option here, which, as you can see, we've labeled as Shav gas supplier. The relevance of that is that the wallets need to be funded with the native token for that network, which will point us to the owner of the wallet. So it points us to who owns the wallet. I can say this. So it points, and the gas supplier is usually the owner of the wallet. So we can track back through the transactions to find out who is most likely to be the owner of a particular wallet, and helps us build a picture of the network. Most people have several wallets. Once you've been, especially if you're a developer, you've probably got many wallets. Anyway, we scroll down, we then have a little look at the activity. Let's just refresh the page. And here we've got the total number of transactions, the transaction hash, which will take us to the detailed information of that transaction. We've got the method, which shows a list of request flash loan, transfers, executions, whitelist approvals, etc. The block that transaction was committed, obviously the time, the wallet from, and the wallet or smart contract interaction to, and some information on the fees. Now, if we look through the transaction hashes, we can see that there have been some requests for flash loans and various other administrative actions and interactions with the bot contracts that we have managed to identify and label using our favorite tool, which is the d.fi scanner. And as you can see, we've got a contract here that has a rather interesting spelling error actually pulled from the contract itself. But we'll just skip over that for now. So there are several bot contracts, 2 or 3 which were deployed by the ShaveZ's wallet. And if we look into dbank, go to the first ever page, we can see the contract creator here, and then the contracts being deployed. And I showed this in one of my recent videos if you want confirmation of that. But if you want, you just click on the polyscan and it will take you through into the hash. It shows the contract that was created here. If we were to copy that, go to d.fi, paste that in the scanner, hopefully it will be, there we go, Boomerang Fund Controller, which I think was one of the early, I think that might have been the first one, yes, deployed on the 29th of December. That's where we were. But if we come back to the most recent activity, you can see in the last 18 to 20 hours, he's been busy doing some bits and pieces with request flash loan here. Lots of failed flash loan interactions, adding someone to a whitelist. Go and have a little look and see which. Let's have a little look. So there's a function on the ARB fund controller, add to whitelist. Might be some details in here. Add to whitelist, address. Okay, so it's likely to be this address. Let's copy that and so this is that address, which is 1 day old. It's had some Matic transferred in. Click the scan. Flash loan, demo bot, user, right. Okay, so this is a wallet that we have identified before, which I believe Bab is one of the previous. Let's have a little look. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get lost with all my tabs up here. I had something kind of planned out. Receive. So small amounts of Matic. Anyway, that was one of, I think there were 2 or 3 other bot contracts that were deployed at some point in the last 4 to 5 weeks. Anyway, getting distracted again. Let's go back and right, that was the add to whitelist. Let's get rid of that. Okay, that's what we were doing, the add to whitelist. So that was what we just looked at. But not really much else to look at there. I think what was more revealing was the recent activity that we had here, which was on another smart contract called the Boomerang Alpha version dev. There's OX73, or I generally like to use the last 3 or 4 digits, so 9447, but it doesn't really matter one or the other. And if we just look, see which tokens are in there, sound synthetics, Wi-Fi. And scroll down, just have a little look at the activity. So let's refresh again. Come on, machine. The old crypto's taking a bit of a kicking still. So, right, what have we got here? So we've got the request flash loans being called to the Boomer NAG Alpha version dev, which if we scan out, you can get a better idea of how many failures there are. Let's have a look at all. So there's sort of 10, 15, 20 an hour being put through. But there have been a couple of successful ones. So let's have a look at one of those. And check to see. Up a bit. Right. Very sizable. And we've got the bot interacting with OpenOcean. Sushi Swap Bento Box V1 interacting back with the OpenOcean protocol. And then we've got the exchange, the OX exchange proxy flash wallet, which we looked at in the last video. You can see down here, ShavBot. There's a couple of unidentified wallets here. This is probably another exchange contract. Let's just go in and do that. Take that one. I'm going to label them whilst I'm here. God, Polyscan's so slow. I'm gonna get lost with this. Okay, Uniswap V2. Which one was it? That one. 067. 067. add that in. Okay, so we've got the Aave flash loan being paid back here, and the line, second to last line, returns or makes a transfer from the Boomerang Alpha version to the wallet that initiated this interaction, and the payment is for a very small amount of wrapped matic with a 6 cents gas fee. This X wallet is interesting, but I won't get distracted with that. You can have a little look yourself if you want. And that is OXAD or FCE5. Fill your boots, go and click on some buttons, go and see what is happening, see if you can understand and learn how to make better decisions, hopefully. Right, quick swap. Transaction action. That's interesting. I've not seen that section before. I don't know why. Logs. Lido. There's the bento box. Sushi swap. Well, I definitely need to have a closer look at that at some point, but we were looking at the successful trader DBA, and if we look at their account in DBank, we can see that there are a number of request flash loans, not many though, 7 in the last 7 hours, and this is showing some very small returns, which would be a bit of a concern, but at least there are some flash loans that are going through. It's interesting how there are some that are consistently failing, and as I say, there are a couple of testers that seem to be more consistently succeeding. I would be interested to know what system they're using and perhaps, where they are located. So we had an idea of what setup. The curse of tepid tea. Yeah, there's a certain temperature that you need to have your tea at, otherwise it's disappointing. It is actually, I believe, an old medieval curse, actually. Okay, so what are we actually doing again? We were talking about the successful wallets and how it would be nice to know some more details about perhaps why they're being successful and why the others aren't. Perhaps they're using something other than MetaMask. Maybe they're using Trust Wallet or some other tool which may give them a more efficient access. I remember on previous token launches that using a different wallet like Trust Wallet, when MetaMask is put under a huge amount of load. So anyway, that could be something worth thinking about for those Boomerang users that will be desperate to get their money back. I know we've all been there. If you've spent enough time in this space, you will have come across many occasions where you are uncertain about the outcomes of a particular project or token or action that you may have made in a pretty complicated space which we call DeFi. I think that may be as much. I'm sure there were bits that I was going to point out when I had this great idea that I'd come on and record the current activity, which we can see live on the Polyscan Block Explorer. Let's look in the, that's it, token transfers. Again, some very, very small amounts. Open Ocean. But this is allegedly in, or purported to be in, the training phase. There's a lot of confusing information coming out of or from the leaders, the social groups, you know, the Chinese whispers that end up being very misleading for the community members. And I do genuinely feel for you guys, especially if you've loaded some zeros in on this. What else have we got? As I said earlier, this you can find more information on the Exchange Proxy Flash wallet in the Chavez Bot 1 video that I did only recently, 8 days ago, in fact. It looks like this particular contract is going to be significantly involved in the
around a crypto G by any chance?
It still remains to we've I know that's was the fund controller. Right now. Where did that?
I'm going to listen to this video again at my own pleasure and take all those addresses down and see if I can follow it as well. He did say a couple of interesting things. He said that there was a couple of real arbitrage trades. Now, I don't know if he means real arbitrage trade or perceived arbitrage trade. So if you're listening, Crypto G, I wouldn't mind knowing the answer to that.
The Boomerang Alpha Fund Controller, which I think will... My suspicion is that this will be the fund, like the Boomerang Fund Controller that we had in the previous versions. And we can see the interaction with the ShaveZ's wallet ending EFDF. Let's see what else is in here. Add loan providers. Some problems adding to whitelist as well, which
funny.
Is odd. Doesn't look like there's any batching whitelisting, and I remember hearing something about the whitelisting going to be done or be processed at the app level in the script rather than on the contract, which will make it a lot easier for them to manage without the complexity and the friction that whitelisting individually directly to the contract would cause. So I can see the benefit for that, but the downside of that is that you're again abstracted away from the smart contract. So your wallet address is run through a proxy, so you don't actually have a direct interaction with the contract. So again, you're reliant on that bridging tool, which is provided by Chavez and the ex-Hypertech group. And based on previous history, may not be such a good thing. And hey, the whole focus, the whole idea of crypto really is to allow self-custody and direct peer-to-peer transaction without a third party. As soon as we start to include third, fourth, fifth parties, things often get troublesome. So
Right, they
that
do.
should be a concern
Yeah,
for
red,
you.
red flag.
Go to the last.
Hmm.
In fact, Boomerang Fund. Oh no, the Boomerang Fund FAC.
Let's see if the high definition version
20
is
days ago.
up yet. Not yet.
Devil's in the detail sometimes. If you really want
We have a new announcement that I'll read after this as well.
truth from this stuff, then you need to be doing your research, and this is exactly that. You need to be clicking on links. You need you need to be clicking on safe links, and you need to know where to find those safe links and which tools that you can safely use, so that you only use safe links.
Right.
Polyscan.
We need to. If you're going to play in this game, you need to educate yourself.
Don't have any worries
You need to
about
get up to
clicking on
speed.
any of these links, and if you want a little more detailed, sometimes you can extract it down here. Existing, you might be able to find an address, a new user. Oh, here we go. There's the batching. Right. Okay. Or at least that's my suspicion that this is what it is.
I have seen that batching in the website code before as well.
First one.
Brilliant.
Well, they did say that they were going to make sense to batch these. And I didn't find that one. Right, so we've got a more mature wallet here.
Wow, look at that.
Not very much in it.
That's good enough.
Get rid of the scammy coins. Interactivity with
Pancake swap.
Binance.
Oh, interesting. Whatever that means. I'll make it intelligent.
That one. Okay, so we've got the 7th of the 4th for flash loan.
Always learn something valuable
Last
from
week.
Crypto G. Thank you for all your work you do. Yeah, no, true. Hey, Susie, how you doing?
Send bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a little look at that. Right, you'll notice we're on BSC scan now, which is
BSC
the block
scanned.
explorer for the Binance Smart Chain, which this interaction was on that Binance network. Doesn't seem to be any. That might give me an indication as to this is obviously a different project. Maybe if we take the copy that. Might be getting a little bit distracted at this point.
Never.
But, you know, it's all helpful observation, hopefully. Again, it's really slow, unfortunately. Whilst that's loading, let's have a little look at peak. Okay.
I always have to ask Crypto G, what is with the banjo? It's his thing.
Yeah, I don't think there's. This is a regular address. Okay, yeah, there's nothing of great interest there.
This is how you scout around the internet looking for stuff, and you discover stuff by doing this. I'd like to get some of those addresses here. Better than my other distraction, you reckon? Clearly dressed woman.
So anyway, I think that's probably as much as I need to show you today. These were the other contracts for the bot that I was talking about at the beginning of the video, and hopefully that has helped some of you get up to date regarding the new activity that we've seen recently on the block scanner. Don't forget to subscribe and poke that algorithm. Helps get this content out to those people that really need to spend a bit more time understanding what is going on. And I am planning on doing some trading strategy content to help those of you in Boomerang work out the best trading strategies. So make sure that you don't miss out on getting updates about that. I think you're going to need to wear your game pants for this one.
Did he say gay pants or game pants? Good on you, mate. Well done. So that's another Crypto G presentation. But please do subscribe and like and all that sort of stuff, because it makes a huge difference. I put the link in the chat if you're watching this, and if you can't find it, all you need to do is go to my YouTube channel. And if you go to, you stay on the homepage, you scoot to the bottom. I've put it at the bottom, and it's called Ponzi Schemes and Scams Exposed by Other YouTubers. And there's the video we've just watched there. Hopefully next time we watch it will be in high def, but I put quite a lot of videos on there. If you haven't been keeping up with current events, pal, I'm actually doing a lot of videos around drop shipping at the moment. So you will see a little bit of videos coming in here. And I've actually got somebody who's asked me to do a quote for a website in the UK, which I'm looking forward to doing. So that would be good. And I wouldn't actually mind doing a lot of what, recording a lot of that and maybe put them out as videos. But what I did want to show you is I have, we've got an announcement that's just come in from the Indian community. Actually, my whistleblower's forwarded on to me. It's not a private email. He said it was message to the community. And this is what they've told people. They are claiming, once again, don't hold your breath, that they are going to launch on Friday, whatever that means, Friday, their Saturday, who would know? But don't hold your breath. That's what I'm going to say. So let's have a read of this.
We will continue to use the testing domain for the first week of operation, which is as follows: https://testing.app-boomerang.trade. We will then change to a new live domain when we are ready. The Boomerang app is now operational, and hour by hour, the team is releasing more of the APIs, which will lead to greater successful pairs being found until all is fully live by Friday, when the final touches are applied.
So this is a bit crazy. So theoretically, they're telling you it's live. You can go to the testing.app-boomerang.trade address and do testing. Now, this does raise a few red flags, because they're obviously ignoring the MetaMask warning. And I am going to bring up my MetaMask email after I've done this, because it's worth relevant. I'll just open up my email so it's there. Oh, it's right there anyway. Okay, so this is actually quite breathtaking when you look at stuff. But let me just hold on, let's see if I can do something here. MetaMask. I'll just I'll read the rest of this. The fact that they can't fix the MetaMask problem and they're just going to buy another domain name and carry on is just disgusting. Just saying.
The swapping function has been turned on to allow the trades in the DApp to execute. Please feel free to proceed with live trading now. However, limit yourself to one trade and wait at least 1 hour before attempting another, regardless of whether the trade is successful or not. The success rate will improve as more APIs are deployed and we move closer to final launch. Also, continue to provide data to the bot, even if you don't get any trading pairs. This will help enhance AI's performance. By Friday, all APIs should be fully deployed, resulting in more successful trades. For those who joined during the beta before April 6th, any lost advantages will be compensated in the next product release. ShaveZ's wants to do something special for those of us who were there from the beginning and recognize the loyalty and trust you guys have shown him.
Right.
We go live with full trading on Friday.
So they say. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of an announcement here, but obviously I'm not going to get much of an impact by just saying it on the end of a live. But I do want you guys to have a read of it. And so I've written to MetaMask, and MetaMask have actually come back, and I forwarded it on to my comrade, and he basically said, "Whoa," said something amazing. So I haven't read it, and I don't understand it too much, I'll be honest. But I basically wrote to Dylan, who works at MetaMask, and I said, I talked about the link that we use to test things, and I think that word's deprecated. Deprecated. I don't even know what that means. So what he's talking about, there was a link that Rob used the other day that you could put a website address in and actually test. And this is it here. And it says, why was the website blocked? And you can literally put in app hyphen boom, not broom, Boomerang .trade, and you could do a test. And it said this domain is not blocked. So I wrote to them and said, well, if it is blocked, why doesn't this work? And, like you think these MetaMask people are quite big companies, wouldn't you? Well, you would. And then they come back and go, oh, I didn't realize that. Well, what they did say is this. So let's have a wee read, and I'll get it read because it's best this way. So let's have a read of this.
Thank you for pointing this out. The tool at https://metamask.
Oops, we've killed it, haven't we? We just killed it by enlarging it. I'm making it so you guys can read it. Okay, so what have we got? Thank you. At MetaMask, blah, 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 blah. And then they go...
Was deprecated, but we didn't update the hyperlink in the support article you provided. I've contacted the team that manages this page so they can update it to the new tool, which can be found here. https://app.chainpatrol.io/search.
Goodness me, well, that is exciting. Okay, so let's... I love it when I get emails like this. Okay, there's a couple of things I am going to do, and I am going to go back to this before we finish reading the rest of this email. Presents. Oh, this is such a pain having to do it like this. Actually, why don't I just do this window here? That won't really work. But anyway, so now we've got a new link where we can test domains. So we are going to do that. But first of all, let me go to the video that we're doing at the moment. And if you want to have a test yourself, then what you can literally do is go into the description of the video that you're listening to now. And I think there's one link there from this morning. Yep, there is. So the second link you want to do is we want to go hyphen and put the link. And then I want to go back to, okay, let's just go use this tool. Right, so if you want to find this link, you can do one of two things. You can either go into the chat room now and click on this link here in the chat room if you're live. Then cool. And if you're not live, then you can have a bit of fun with me. And let's go to app hyphen boom erang.trade. Right, are you ready? Oh my goodness, look at this. So now that is what was in the email. So this is having a look. This website is hosted a Unix server, IP address located in India, belongs to Digital Ocean -ASN US. So it's hosted basically physically in India. The status, it's blocked. You can dispute. So this is where Shabas could theoretically put in a dispute. Danny@theheck.com, and I'll just say this site has stolen $140 million from people who think they can do real arbitrage trading. They keep pretending they are going to launch and never do so. Please make sure you scrutinize anyone that claims that they are a genuine company. I have been tracking this company for over 2.5 years. And then I'm going to put my YouTube account in there. Look how see these shortcuts I use. I just put YouTube S and I press the space bar and I have it all pretty good. And then if I've been in the New York Times, they can read my article in the New York Times. Submit abuse. And now we're going to go back. Anyway, so done that. So let's go update block list reported by Security Alliance 12 days ago. So I don't know who they are, but are they an independent crowd or associated with us in any which way or form? What happened then? Haha, just got an email saying my dispute has been lodged. So reported by Security Alliance 12 days ago. Reported by Lawrence 2 days ago. SAC report, I don't even know what that is, but that there tells me something here. Can I read that? No, I can't. Okay, and then you've got a detailed report. Blacklisted, Boomerang, Blowfish, blacklisted proposal. So I don't know what this means, but it looks like it's getting blocked by everybody. So that domain name will be defunct, which is a shame because, as I said, they're just going to get a new domain name, but we will update it in 10 minutes from them getting it live. So now we're going to go to testing.app-boomerang.trade because no reports found on this app. Isn't that crazy? So have I spelt that wrong? All right, I think I have. So this is practically a new domain name. So you can see why. Oh, it is blocked, but there's no report to that part of the domain name. But let's just go back and let's go to the original one here. And let's do a report on boomerang.trade. And it's obviously that domain name has, did it ever get reported? 5 days, result Boomerang, created proposal, reported by, so it did get reported, but it's not blocked as such, scaled to fan because the website's no longer there, which is quite interesting.
Why don't you report was?
Well, can you report them there?
Why not?
Well, I don't know. Well, what happened to? I don't think you can. You can.
Was network?
Network.
You have an extra E.
No, I don't. Watch you. Watch me, mate. So how do you report that? Okay. Oh, I think you'd have to go. Oh, well, let's report. How do you report stuff? Let's go change.
Oh, can you only check it with that one?
Yeah, book a demo platforms. Book a demo. Sign.
I would think that only checks it. That checks the link.
Yeah, theoretically, you'd be able to.
You should go back to Boomerang and say, "Hey, I'd like to report this other scam site."
Yeah, what you could
and
do.
Report was too, so that just keep putting red flags on every website they make.
How do you report a site with? There we go. Let's see if that comes up with anything. File your complaint.
Is CM Jones our buddy? Is that the one who was in our chat room at one point?
CN Jones. No, it doesn't ring a bell.
I thought he was. I thought he was.
So I think I can't remember. I read this last part of it out. I think I did. Oh, I did, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, but then so I've got the email in front of us. So I'm just going to finish reading that one because that was quite interesting. I've added the link for you to test and read and keep up with the updates, which is really exciting. And then what we've got here is a window where the email I got from MetaSafe. So they're basically telling us, thanks very much for updating the link. And that link that Rob was using and doing the demo the other day where he said it wasn't blocked was actually defunct, or what do they call it? Deprecated. Deprecated. I think that means. And you can see all the updates. So this is really cool. And then they said the last part of
that website is on our block list.
Yeah. And the current warning page displayed is as much as a warning that we can give. So they can only do so much. If a user ignores the suggestion and continues to the site despite the warning, that's on their own decision. Please let me know if there's any other questions.
You should put that in the our WhatsApp group, and then I should just go distribute that to every Telegram group that's saying, "Hey, here's from MetaMask. Here's the link from MetaMask."
How would I do that? So I suppose I could, because what I would do is, first of all, why don't we make a screenshot of our own? Let's go back to
Because then what are you gonna do? What they can't say? Oh, it's like here's the chain of replies. What do you want to say?
Yeah. So if we went to app, boom. Was it Boomerang? Boomerang. Did you see my spelling mistake the other day?
No, I was just wondering about CM Jones
actually,
because
this is brilliant.
CM Jones is hilarious. He's like Chantel
Elaine.
He's like, you can record this. It's like, yes, I can, and I did.
You did well with Bob. You did well with Carl this afternoon. I saw you get in there. Did you hear me yelling my head off? Did you?
I didn't know. I just recorded Carl's at one point. I recorded there. I recorded Carl's. I was giving I left Joe alone this time, so
no, somebody else must have got in there and yelled at him. You sure? Because I heard
at one point I might have got in there. I got in like 4 different times. CM Jones until CM Jones got pissed and he ran to Grace like a little girl, and said, "Grace, can you lock the room? Somebody keeps coming in."
Oh yeah, I did hear her say that. Because yeah, no, that's quite cool. Right, here we go. So we're going to post that down the bottom as on the block list. And then I'm going to go, oh, this is going to be good then, because I'll post this. I'll start sharing it around, but I'll post this to our secret whistleblower and see if they so that's posted to our whistleblower now. And now what I'll do is I'll forward it back into Lockie's room, forward, and then we'll go forward, and that will go to the Avengers and Lucky's room and Grace.
Yep, forward to Grace.
Yeah, I know. Did you see it? Did you see when I was ringing it?
Somebody's calling. I'm getting one of those special calls
right now. It's going, all righty. Oh, he's crazy, my phone. Oh, that's cool.
And Joe admitting he has no idea what OCR is. I'm like, oh my gosh, OCR has been around so long.
I don't even know what it is, mate. What is OCR?
Optical character recognition. It's how us programmers, when we want like tons of free stuff, and they make you enter all those annoying old captcha codes, it would automatically detect the letters and put it in for you. So it would just keep going.
Yeah. Pixel's backing his head off. Stop it, Pixel. Right. Oh, that's brilliant, actually. I'm going to...
And what was funny is Carl came in and he's like, I know what that is. I was like, oh my gosh, Carl knows what it is.
Oh, is that when he was at the end and he was trying to act intelligent?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did see that actually. And he didn't actually say anything. It's when they was talking. I think I know what you're talking about. They're talking about how you do a screenshot and then you copy an address.
Yeah, OCR.
Oh, is that what you call it? Yeah, I do that all the time because I'm very dyslexic. So often what I do, now I don't know if you noticed, but there was an address that was put up. Oh no, you'll love this. Did you see the screenshot I did of Carl's? I'll show you this. I'll bring it up. Hold up 1 second, please, caller. Where is it? I'll put it into a window. If you didn't see this, you'll laugh your head off. But let's have a look. Let's see if we can make that go. All right, what have we got? Stop screen sharing, present screen. Can you see the screen when I share it?
Are you sharing it?
I am now.
Oh.
So this is Carl flipping between screens.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, so see the...
So there's David Runberg. I recognize the phone number.
Okay, so is that the one at the top?
Yeah, 316-219. That's Runberg. I also recognize the image.
Where's 19? Whereabouts is it?
The second one down. 8:22 a.m.
Oh, slow down a bit there, soldier.
Great. Now I can figure out the room names.
Yeah. So are you saying that 77, the one that ends in 77, is who? David. What's his last name? Do you know?
Brunberg, I think it is.
Oh, is it? No, it is.
Yeah.
So now
I got images. I can recognize images and screens. I can just look at the person's desktop and recognize who it is.
So
like CM Jones thinks he's clever because he has like a virtual operating system and 3 Google profiles, and
yeah,
I'm like, dude,
I'm doubling up. So that wonder why he doesn't actually add their name in it. Name. Okay, Rob. I'll just tell Rob I'm live.
Meow.
I am on the internet.
Meow. Meow.
Don't hit the off button. Use your words, Rob. You're live on the internet. Now, did you read that MetaMask warning thing? That's brilliant, eh? He's trying to be a mute.
What else is he in? Active rank leaders. That's what I think Julie was talking about.
We've just been looking at phone numbers with Bob, and normally Coinbase. How come you're sounding so crap? Hold on, Coinbase.
They ain't gonna make it on Coinbase.
I know why, because I'm plugged into headphones. Coinbase, is that their new wallet address? No.
They ain't gonna make it on Coinbase.
Okay. What didn't I not read all of?
Woz Team, what? Woz Team Claire.
How come your sound's not coming through? Hold up.
Should I call the 603 number?
Hold up, mate. Where are you, Rob? Did I delete you? Hold up. Okay, hold up. I'm just trying to figure out. There you are. I'm just trying to figure out why the sound's not coming through. 1 second.
Who's 808? Let's find out who 808 is.
Okay, so we go to Chain Patrol.
808 sounds familiar.
Shut up, Bob. I'm talking. So I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. Okay, I'm back
at why did you take the screen away?
Did I? Oh, sorry. So what are you saying, Rob?
Go to Chain Patrol.
Who's ringing now? Where's he gone? Yep.
I'm ringing the people on Carl's list.
Oh, I've done that already. I've already sent them a text, asked them if they want some free BTCC.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that's all right. Anyway, Chain Patrol. Yep.
Yeah. Type in the Boomerang website.
Yeah, I've done that on live on the screen. Yep.
Scroll to the bottom.
Done that. Fortuna. For TA. What's it? 14. That's the one that I was talking about.
Yeah, but have a look just above Forta.
Coinbase blacklisted. Oh, so they can't use Coinbase. What?
Well, no, I don't know that that's what it means, but all of those are a list of sites that
Wallets.
are for
Yeah.
Boomerang.
So if he gets a new domain name, we just need to act fast and shut them down.
Yeah. Oh, Google Save. I wonder who submitted it there.
Oh, we have no idea, Bob. So,
I just noticed it, so I thought I'd let you know.
oh, no, that's great. That's great. That's awesome.
I'm off to eat lunch. Bye-bye.
All right, see you, mate. Thanks for dropping in. That was the crypto, the critical thinker. So that's actually brilliant. So that's great. Go away. All right.
Goldfish, I've heard of that one. Look at all the people blacklisting them.
Hey, so we went back to the screenshot. So that's David. Well, that was no fun because I already have his phone number, but I should have searched the phone number before I added it.
10K license holders. Oh, that would be an interesting group to get into.
Right. So now what I need to do is type in these.
Sheila Morris. There's your buddy. Sheila Morris is in there.
Oh, at the top. Yeah, I noticed that too. 202. It's quite good though, because when he went through it, I thought, boom. And I went back to my own live while I was doing it.
And you see, they all promote different. They all promoted a second program. Eunice. Eunice is in active ranked leaders. You see it, Eunice. I have an iPhone.
Yeah. Oh, what about the one at the bottom there? I never saw that one. Plus 160.
That's the United States. You call that guy?
No, I haven't called him yet. I've sent them text asking if they want some free something BTCC. But if they got iPhones, I like it. But then I call them Carl Miller's friends, and then I basically text them from WhatsApp.
Why don't you, Crypto J, give us $4 so we can get Danny a Google number, and he could call everybody in USA.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't quite work like that for me for some reason. Because it must ring a different noise because when I call my real phone, it rings them on a different noise, which is quite interesting. So I've got Carl Miller. You can ring him. Oh, good stuff, Miller. Carl Miller.
I've called everybody in Neo Life before.
Yeah, brilliant, actually.
Did you ever hear the recordings I sent you for Neo Life?
Could have done. So much stuff comes in from you, mate. I can't remember it all, even if I have listened to it all. Yeah. I can ring him on WhatsApp. I'll ring him at the same time. They'll confuse the fuck out of them.
Has a voicemail box that has not been set up.
Oh,
Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
603. I would take a picture of that. It looks like, is that Ian Rush? It looks like he's from the 30-day, also on the 30-day team.
Yeah, if I shut down,
You start seeing pictures and you recognize people right away.
Yeah, that's a great way of doing it, I reckon. So now I'm gonna go WhatsApp Carl Miller. Oh, I've got that spelled wrong. Carl, I kept on saying you're a pedophile, and I was saying it like that. How do you? And then I got on there again. I said,
Well, if you had it in the room, it's probably on my recording.
I'm going, leave my bottom alone. Leave my bottom alone, you little old man. It's like, yeah, it wasn't the best PC.
We gotta look into this Joe McKenzie guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's I feel like he's been doing scams or something. He's like, get a life. So do you know that guy keeps going, get a life?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, no, I remember him, but it's
it's that guy. I'm like, oh, so you like being parts of scams, huh?
Yeah, that's right. We know who you are, mate. Let's go message Carl Miller's friend on mobile. No, Carl Miller friend. I was going to say what I did last time. Hello, I'm wondering if you'd be interested in some free BTCC. Is it BTCC? BTCC.
You should do that. You should just go through all the teams and just leave them a message like that. Do you need some BTC?
Carl's been arrested for his involvement with Boomerang.
You're gonna be like, I just saw him.
Yeah, that's what I said. I sent them and then said, hello, I was just wondering if you'd be interested in some BTCC. Carl's been arrested for his involvement with Boomerang. And you just send these off to these people. It must freak them out a little bit. Oh, so that's David's friend. I'll do that too. So David has been arrested for his involvement with Boomerang. Yeah, that will shut them up. Oh, well, there you go, mate. Oh, well, I'm going to go try find some earpiece. I don't like wearing headphones, so I was watching Bogie, whatever his name is, on the internet. Pierogi, and he has these earpieces that go down the back of his neck so you can't see the wire. And also, these hurt my ears because I've got big ears. So I'm going to go see if I can find some cheap ones of those to buy, which I shouldn't be buying things. And then I'm going to come home and do two proposals. Now, if we go through I love the internet so much, man, that I'm going to go look at Crypto G's video again and see if we can copy some of the addresses.
Oh, right. Did another one, right?
Yeah. I listened to it. I haven't really had a good listen of it, but I wouldn't mind seeing if it's in high def at the moment now because it's only had 4. We're up to how many views are we up to now? 4 bloody views. Come on, guys. Here it is again. And yeah. Boom. So this will make a mockery of he's looking very good. You can see him there. Bit of a character. I want to meet everyone one day. I don't know how we're going to do it because we all have our private live. But
easy. We're gonna bust one of these big ones. We're gonna take our 30% and buy a yacht.
Yeah, that's me. I reckon we'll be there. We should have a pact together that if anyone gets a considerable amount of money, like millions, that we have to share it, or we have to spend at least 80% of it on assets that we can enjoy life with.
Worldwide houses. We each have a house in each location.
Oh, wouldn't that be? Well, that would be friggin' brilliant. And then we have to have 5 bedrooms so people can come and stay. I've got it all sussed already, and we'll be the ones that make be made millionaires out of this crypto shit. So now I've got this here. I can actually go in there and put that address in there.
But I gotta say, Rich, we're not eating burritos every night.
Yeah. So what did Crypto G just did? He tagged this one as ShaveZ's gas supplier. So how is he doing that? So if he gone to, how does he do that? Let's have a look at this. Go there. He's going to laugh at me doing it this way. Oh no, it's DeFi. It's not that doesn't look like a DeFi address though. How do you know? Loading. His internet was going slow, and I'm wondering if the internet's crashing at the moment, all the searches on everything. It's not a regular address. So I noticed that he has called that ShaveZ's gas supplier, but I've already got a ShaveZ's gas supplier. ShaveZ's gas supplier.
Oh, this might be the new wallet, maybe.
I've already got it. I've already got that like that one. So now I'm going to go for more. So I'm stealing his tags. He was going to be watching, going, I know what you're doing to heck. But I think I've got most of these addresses. What's that one there? So we go like this. I know they're all gas suppliers. No, I think I've already got that one. How did he get that one? 073. 073. Yeah, I think I've got all those. If he doesn't want you figuring out some of the stuff he's done, he'll normally not display it. Okay, so let's go forward. Boom, I've got that one already. Ooh, what's that one there? 1, 2. Whoop, what's that one there? Transaction hash. Okay, so we're gonna. So this is what I do, kids. I literally highlight that number. Don't know if you can see me doing that. You probably can't. And then that goes onto my computer. And then I right-click on the file, open it up in Finder. Open with, and I'll preview. I should lie, and then I can copy that address, which I've just done, which you can't see. And then I go to here, and I put that address in there. Now, sometimes I can see there's an O that's turned into a 0. So I have to change that one. And I have a scout, but it's good enough. Normally, there it is. Boom fund controller. And I think I already have that one. So, and I don't even know how to track that now. So now what I want to do is perhaps go to here. And if it's not already labeled, I probably has already got it. Oh, no, it's not labeled. Oh, so that means I can click on Boom Fund Controller, go back to here and tag it. You'll be proud of me. So now that there is done. So now I go back and see what else I can find. I was going to do this in the privacy of my own home, but let's do this. Brilliant. So I've done that. I don't know why I haven't got that one loaded. Yeah. So that's interesting. So what he's done there, if you go through this video, is he's got the Boom Trust Controller Fund, and then he's put it into just go and check on my puppy. It won't be a second. He seems like something's not right. You'll just have to wait. Oh, poor Pixel. All right. Come on in. Up you come. Up you come. Oh, Pixel. Dear God. Poor Pixel was outside in the cold all by himself, and he was scratching at the door, and he's never done that before because Dad forgot to put him in. Oh, you were right. Oh, you were right. Oh, you were close. We looked up to you. Yeah, we're right. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. So we'll teach you to go out. All right. So, yeah, so what I see is obviously we've got that address. And now, oh, your feet are cold too. So now we want to not click that button. We want to go to the other one. First of all, Boom trend controller. I think we want to bookmark this page for future stuff. Bookmark this page, edit, and we're going to go boom controller, and that's good. And now we're going to go to another one, which is basically debank, and we're going to have a look at the transactions, just like Crypto G did. Hopefully we can do that, and we'll enter it, and hopefully that will have some money in it. At the moment, it doesn't have any money, does it? So now we're going to go back to here and label it. So we're going to label it for next time. Which have I done? I think I've done. Why haven't I done that? Have I not logged in? Debank. Don't think it loaded properly. Home. So you've got to log in. Okay. I don't know if I should do this live, but we'll give it a go. One second, please, caller. And now we should be able to log in. So if we come back to here, go to debank, click on that. Technically speaking, I should be logged in. Click home. No, something's not right. Oh, do I need to check it up here. Next. I think I'm in the right place. Retry. Goodness me. Successful. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Every time I get kicked out of a blah, blah, blah meeting, I've got a blah, blah, blah. But anyway, that's all good. All right. So now I'll probably already have this one labeled, do I? Login. Verify. Oh my goodness. This goes around in circles. 1 minute, please, caller. Okay, so as we showed out, so this is great because now what I've got is I'm tagging a wallet address, which I'm pretty sure I can tag this. If I just hit refresh, it might take that login sign away. And no, it didn't. Murphy's Law, login. I'm not a robot. Pixel, you're a pain in the bum. I love you to bits, but you are a pain because you want me to pat you all the time. Sign in request, sign in. All right, maybe now I'm away. I don't want to do that. So get rid of that. Oh my goodness, this is painful. So let's see what I've got. So we've got a wallet address there, and it's not ID. If I want to add an ID, I've got to pay. Well, that's just nice, isn't it? Yeah. But anyway, so that's great. So we know that that wallet's got some liquid in it. All right. So what else do we learn from Crypto G? Let's carry on. Oh, there's another one there. Oh, this is exciting. So there's another address there. So instead of copying that off the video, copy it like that. Copy that. Wait for it to turn up on my screen. So I haven't got ARBI fund controller. That might be a new one. So now I right click on that sucker, open with preview, and I copy that address, which I have done. And then I'm going to go off to here, do a search for it. And there it is, address. So now I go to poly, something's gone, poly's gone, and I type in that address and make sure it's labeled. Yep, I already have done that one. Oh, there you go. So now I don't need to do that one. Pixel, you have been a pain. I'll just make sure that is labeled correctly. That's exactly right. Well, there you go. I'm above my pay scale already. Okay, let's go on. Okay, we'll fast forward until we get more addresses. Ooh, who's that? Right. So what I can do, so I'll grab that address, that one there, and I will tag that as, what are you going to tag that as then? We have. See if I've identified it before. Uh-huh. Don't know, but I'm going to tag that as somebody. I'm going to tag that as a test account. I'm just going to call it hashtag 000 test account, and then I'll save it. And then if I see that popping up anywhere else, I'll know who belongs to it, which is quite interesting. A flash loan. Test account 2. 10 hours ago. Oh, this is interesting. So we're going to actually give these a name. We're going to call them Boomer, and then we're going to do hashtag Boomer hashtag, and we'll do 4,000, and we'll just call that like that. What else we got from you there, Bo? Let's have a look. Stop that one. Seen those. Contract. Right, so let's have we look at that. So while he's moving on. Oh, it is the same one. And that's not. Well, oh, picture, you're so beautiful. You're such a beautiful doggy. Oh, adorable doggy. Oh, you're getting warmed up now? Cold out there all by yourself. Yeah. Oh, now you've got my interest. Hold up. How many lines? 2 cents. I'm going to go back on that one. Bento box, really? Successful. Right, stop that. Right, so what I want to look at is this successful trade here and see what happens. Can't wait for that to pop up. It pops up here. Open with preview. So now we got this. We'll go to here and we top that in there. And Boomer. So that's interesting. So that is somebody I've already tracked. So that's a tester account, isn't it? So the Boomer, 16 hours ago, 15 hours ago, which when he would have done that video probably. Come on, where you go? Up, down. Good boy. All right, 15 hours ago. So that's interesting. So I've already tagged that as Boomer, but I'm actually going to call that something different now. I'm going to call that new. I'm going to just call it new Boomer, and we're going to start them off at 0001, and that's how we're going to identify him. So that's quite good. So we've both identified that one. All right, I haven't missed anything there. Oh, actually, why didn't I think of that? So he's had a successful trade. So that's 15 hours ago. They had a few successful trades. Interesting. Oh, this is good. All right. So now I've got you. All right. So now I'm here, 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 and here, and here. All right. So this could be actually ShaveZ's. You never know. Couldn't a Boom tester. So I'm going to go new trader trades. New trades 01, and that's cool. So now I'm going to come in here and we're going to look at them. So we're 8 cents, 1 cent, Ratmatic 7 cents, 7 cents, USDT coin, Ratmatic, but everything's small. And look at the lines of codes. They're just doing this to piss us off. So if you're following this, kids, which you probably won't be, but there is a lot of code in here. So what you want to do is each of these lines of codes now, we want to find these new. So Boomer 4000, and now I want to go in here and I want to find the name of this. I want to find that name. I want to go in there and I've stuffed up already. Oh, no, I haven't. Copy. And then I want to go to here. And I want to let it search. And is it going to tell me the name of it? It's not. What is it? So that should bring up a contract address name, I would think, going by what I used to do. So let's go through here and let's just go and find these names. So 0900. Right, so let's have a look, see what it comes back with. Very slow. Please wait a minute, it says. Waiting a minute, waiting 2 minutes. But yeah, it's interesting. So what we're hoping is we're searching DeFi for a contract address, and then hopefully it will come up with a name, and then we'll tag it with the name, and that will be our saving grace probably. And if it doesn't come up with a name, well, I'm shit up the paddle without a paddle. But technically speaking, it should come up with a name because all the rest do. So this is going to be even harder for us to interpret what it means. But I believe that it will just be more smoke and mirrors to make people thinking that they are doing something intelligent. All right, so that's called DVM. So whatever DVM means, so now we come here and we will put that into here. We'll go back, and it has got a name. So I'm learning my shit. And when it brings up that, I want to tag that as a name. And that's now tagged. So I know that contract address. So now I want to come through here and find another one that isn't named. Click on that sucker. And then copy that address, put this back into DeFi, and hopefully it's going to be looked up. Oh, I have to look that one up as well. So now we'll go away and search that, and we'll give that a name. So DVM's gone. That. So let's see what we've got. Sign up. Did that work already? Oh, it's still going, is it? Yeah. So we go here. We'll pick another one. We'll pick that one there. We'll copy that address. And then we'll try to do this. Not a regular contract address. Okay. Oh, it's sure complicated when you're just the apprentice. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. If I hit refresh on this, we're probably going to find one of the names updated. Nope. Try this one here then. Ratmatic. I think I actually have to click on this for it to come up with a proper name. Maybe it's tourniqueted. Yeah, and now I'll copy that address and I'll put that into there instead. Aha, Uniswap peer. So that's another smart contract. Here it is. So now I want to go back to the one that ends with D9, which is this one, and tag that. Goodness me, I have the whole internet tagged in a minute. And then when I hit refresh on that one, we should have a couple of those names named, but we didn't. That means I've got to do a lot more naming yet, don't I? So let's do that one there. Click on that sucker. So that's what you got to do if you want to tag him. So you go to Poly, whatever, Poly's gone. So if you looked at that warning that we had earlier on, this is actually mammoth, isn't it? Because we're looking at their domain name being banned with every Tom, Dick and Harry you can actually think of, which is actually a bit of a screamer, really. Okay, so this contract, now we want to go into DeFi and work out what it's actually called. Oh, do I? I did that wrong, didn't I? Got to find that 9 one. Is it D9? D9, does it start with X3? It does. A Uniswap token. Have I already done that one? I have done that one. Okay, so if I go back to here, what's that one there for? Okay, let's go back to here. Whoop, did that come up? 1. No. Still looking, I reckons. Anyway, I'm spending far too much time on this that I don't really have. But if you hit refresh on some of these, theoretically, that would add up now. So we need a guru to look at this and figure out exactly what it's doing. That's what it comes down to. Copy. Every now and again you think about people that have disappeared. And I was just thinking about a lady called Rebecca. She just come into my head for something. Lovely young girl. Had Christmas with her family and then had a car accident on Boxing Day and died. One of the saddest funerals you'd ever go to. But for some reason people pop into your head and think, oh God, that's sad. All right, guys, it doesn't look like I'm going to have much fun here. But hey, look, I have actually got a lot from this. So that's been good. The sort of videos I never thought I'd be watching. But there has been activity, and it does seem like there's been a couple of trades that have gone through. And to be honest, in Chavez's defense, if he is trying to pull this off, it's pretty complicated, and he's done a good job at bamboozle people. I already got that one. Yep. Oh, I want that one. Oh, where'd you go? Well, stop that for a sec. I'll just grab that address and repeat the process. I don't think I've got that one yet. I don't think I had that one. Right click, open with, preview. Might make a shortcut for that one too. Alrighty, copy, and we're going to go to here, and Unipop swear. Unipop swear, that didn't come out quite right. Here. Look at that, and that's another victorious name. Where'd you fucking it? Unipop swear. What else did he do? Okay, I want to grab that one. So this is what you can do if you have no life, guys. You can sit here and DBA. What does he call that for? So he's labeled that person DBA. So I'm assuming that's the one I've already labeled as new tester. So I might rename mine if it has, because I'd rather keep his tagging structure than mine. Whoops. Yeah, it is new trade 101. Oh, so that's good. So this person was actually involved in this person's been involved in the testing in the past, which is really interesting. So that's what you call a successful tester DBA. Boomer. Cool. That's interesting. Good stuff. All right. That's me, guys. I've got to go buy some headphones and then come back and do a sale and purchase agreement to get some money in. And hopefully, if we sell what I'm thinking I'm going to be selling, is that trade neg as well? I'm not sure what neg means. Negligent? Neg. I don't know if it is. I don't actually know what it is, mate. He's talking about, have a look at it yourself. I'll send it through to you. New trades. Yeah, so if you have a look at this one here, more clever people looking at this, the better. So have a look at that one there. And you can see that they have actually done 17 hours ago, they have actually done what looks like successful trades. Well, simulations of trades. I presume they've still lost money, but I haven't even come to mind for that yet. So we've got all this trade here. It's going to be a hell of a lot, but obviously they've traded a see, I've already called him Boomer 4000. And then I've been trying to, yes, have a look. Fleck Panzer, whatever your name is. Sorry for that. Click on that copied. I want to hit that one there. And what I'd ideally like to do is be able to put that in DBank and see if I get a name for it. And I don't. So I thought it would be a contract address of some sort, but I don't think it's going to come up. Strains, I tell you. Nothing happened. Yeah, but anyway, so there's somebody. So that is a new trader. So that is a new trade 01. So what did you call it, mister? You call it something else. Hey, if they're going again, it's going to keep if it's going again, it would tell you that they want it to if it's going again, you would think they were trying to tell people they want it to work. Or they're trying to get it working. I think I know that. Obviously, testing it. Yeah. All right. Well, that's me, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Sorry it's gone over too long. It's only going to be another hour, but don't get distracted with all the paraphernalia. Stay focused on cause. If you're trying to figure out whether this is a scam or not, you'll need to do your own research. I've done a ton of it. I'm calling it a scam with my research. A scam, 100-mile-an-hour scam. That's just going off at the moment. So thanks to everyone that's watched this video. Please like and subscribe and share. As they say, I'm Danny the Heck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. Thanks for listening. You have a fantastic day. It is 2:31 p.m. in the afternoon here in New Zealand. Christchurch is where I live.